Mama June. Family Crisis puts the perfect accent on its own destitution. Some things in life are so awful that I can never quite wrap my head around their existence. I can be aware of these things intellectually, I can know them to be real, but when I encounter them or think about them at any length, they surprise me every time with their enormity or some facet of it. Child abuse is a big one. All abuse, really. Racism, of course. And here, I'll pluck a totally random example out of the air. Now let's see. Oh yes, the coronavirus. I can't stop thinking about it, and yet I can't quite believe it either. My mind produces a kind of curdled wonder. This is what it is like to be awestruck by toxicity. Another less severe, but remarkably tenacious example is WEP's continued involvement with Mama June Shannon and her family. I wrote about this at length upon the second season premiere of the cable network's Mama June, From Not to Hot, a reality show focused on its titular star's weight loss journey. This show arrived after her family's first show, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, was dumped by TLC in 2014 in light of the news that Shannon had reunited with her former boyfriend, who had been convicted of molesting her oldest daughter, Anna Chickadee Cardwell, when she was 8 years old. Per photographic proof published on TMZ, Shannon had brought the man, Mark McDaniel, around her youngest daughter, Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, after the man had served 10 years in prison for his sex crime. This was objectively despicable, but not too despicable for WETV. Suffering is fuel in the network's tank. WEP's recent offerings have included the sinfully addictive Love After Lockup and its spin-off Life After Lockup follow former inmates who attempt fresh out of prison romances. Several have drug problems, including the show's most magnetic tragedy, Tracy Wagaman, whose revolving door jail visits owing to her drug use have been dutifully documented on the show, and the 2019 season of Marriage Boot Camp, Family Edition, featured a rattled Aaron Carter, who around the time of the show's airing had a series of public meltdown episodes and a reported overdose scare. WETV has also featured multiple people with white supremacist symbol tattoos, including Love After Lockup's Mark and Mama June Shannon's friend Michael, Big Mike McClarty. After viewers spotted a swastika on McClarty's arm, WETV devised a workaround to keep him on the show: long sleeves and blurring. The shot above is from Friday's Season 4 premiere of Mama June, From Not to Hot, which has a second subtitle, Family Crisis. That makes for a rather confusing title card. The new season premiered with a new focus, Shannon's ruin. What went from a purportedly lighthearted portrayal of a reality TV veteran's weight loss journey has become dark, via Shannon's relationship with a man named Gino Doak. From Not to Hot captured their courtship and Shannon's kids' ostensible bond with Doak. But then things took a turn. Shannon and Doak were arrested in March 2019 after a domestic dispute. Both of them had drugs in their possession and were charged. So began Shannon and Doak's wild year-long ride, which according to TMZ's breathless reporting, has included several skipped hotel bills, Doak driving into the door of Shannon's garage, lashing out at paparazzi, and the disregard of social distancing. WTV and From Not to Hot's production company Think Factory have kept cameras rolling and pointed at Shannon's family. Watching the Season 4 premiere, I wondered if the powers that be were hoping for this kind of hyperdramatic implosion. Certainly, it comes as no huge surprise, given Shannon's history of reckless behavior. TMZ reported that Shannon will not get a paycheck this season because she did not technically participate as a subject. And it comes as no surprise that WETV is continuing to follow a family in disrepair, given its programming history and seeming disregard for its subjects' mental health. The idea that a 14-year-old child who is estranged from her mother should be telling that story in a public forum, as it's still playing out, is simply absurd. But their Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson was, talking about her life with such pathos that it felt like watching a therapy session. This segment came cloaked in the verite pretension of an ensemble reality show's reunion special, with behind-the-scenes prepping inserted. The forced rawness was abandoned after this scene. Canned discussions and plot contrivances ensued. Alana and Lauren Michelle Pumpkin Shannon, Alana's old sister caretaker in Mama June's absence, had a conversation on a playground about the way things are that they both seemed bored by, probably because they've had it already so many times before. Mama June's manager, Gina Rodriguez, invited both Alana and Pumpkin out to Los Angeles to get away from it all, while separately inviting Jennifer Lamb Thompson, the wife of Alana's father Mike Sugar Bear Thompson, to participate in a photo shoot. By the end of the episode, all parties were in Los Angeles. Jennifer and Sugar Bear had flown out to confront Alana and Pumpkin for going to Los Angeles against their wishes. I'm sure that photo shoot is imminent, though. Meanwhile, Shannon's sister Dodo and the aforementioned swastika tattoo-rocking McClarty took off from Georgia to Alabama to find June. Attempts at levity included an extended bit about Dodo's new chiclet-like veneers and subtitling Pumpkin's baby daughter Ella's vocalization with articulated thoughts, like "Look who's talking but cheaper and stupider." There is probably some sort of documentary to be made about this family, its refusal to stay off television, and what it really means to be coping with scandal, tragedy, and embarrassment in public. Their narrative is a real modern twist on a fall of a deeply American family. Mama June, From Not to Hot, Family Crisis is not that documentary. It's not a documentary at all, but a quasi-true life depiction of potentially traumatic destitution and the dissolution of a family before its very own eyes. I can't think of anything so needlessly craven in its contrivances for the sake of making television. Scenes from the season preview that ran after the premiere include Alana getting into modeling and Pumpkin's baby taking part in a beauty pageant. Who cares? There's no concrete data, as far as I'm aware, that the presence of cameras is affecting the quality of life of the estranged Shannon-Thompson clan, but the correlation between them being on television and utter disrepair is so high that the moral thing to do would be refuse to chance it and keep these people off the air until they're doing better. This show is disgusting in a new way. Even for a family that made pink flamingos seem like Sesame Street, my heart goes out to Pumpkin, 20, who has taken it upon herself to raise her teenage sister. She is out of her depth, and also raising a young child of her own. I can only assume that her decision to stay on the air, as well as that of Alana's other family members like her generally incoherent father and his self-absorbed wife, are chiefly economic in nature. Despite having been on TV for almost 10 years now, this family is clearly not wealthy, and they don't have the best models for money management. It is conceivable that they are taking what they can get out of necessity, but I was particularly unnerved by a scene depicting a conversation between Rodriguez, who is also managing Alana, and Pumpkin. Rodriguez pressured Pumpkin to get her child into entertainment, saying that she's the next Honey Boo Boo. Josh and I both agreed to not let Ella grow up to be like the next Honey Boo Boo, because we've seen how much pressure that put on Alana, and I just want her to kind of do her own thing, said Pumpkin. But there's her daughter right there, not doing her own thing but the thing of her family, and the thing that propelled Alana to fame. Way more so than beauty pageants appearing on reality TV. The mere suggestion of a moral compass evaporates as soon as it hits the air. Taking this opportunity to remain on TV in the time of crisis might be this family's way of making lemonade from lemons, but from where I'm sitting, it looks and tastes like piss. Jessica Shannon splits from wife Cheyenne McCant 2 weeks after wedding airs on Mama June. Jessica Chubbs Shannon and wife Cheyenne McCant have announced they've ended their relationship only 2 weeks after their wedding was shown on Mama June Family Crisis. The Mama June and Here Comes Honey Boo Boo alum revealed via Facebook that her marriage is over. As most of y'all can tell, me and Cheyenne are no longer together. Jessica, 29, wrote on June 2nd. Jessica tagged Cheyenne in her post and continued, "We mutually decided that it was the best decision for both of us." But Jessica insisted that she and her estranged wife are still friends and on good terms. "We are both cordial with each other, but we are no longer in a relationship," Jessica clarified. "We kindly ask that everyone be respectful during this time. Please don't send hate or negativity to either of us. This is already a difficult situation. I mean, comments or unnecessary drama won't make it any easier." Jessica is the daughter of June Mama June Shannon and the sister of Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, Lauren Pumpkin Shannon, and the late Anna Marie Chickadee Cardwell. Jessica and Cheyenne, 23, started dating in 2022 and announced their engagement 2 years later. Jessica and Cheyenne legally wed in February 2025, but they filmed a second wedding ceremony for Mama June Family Crisis in October 2025. The former couple's second wedding aired during the show's Season 8 finale on May 15th. Prior to Jessica confirming her split from Cheyenne online, TMZ had reported that the pair was on the verge of divorcing. Sources told the website that Jessica and Cheyenne had just broken up earlier this week. The sources claimed the breakup was mutual and that both Jessica and Cheyenne saw it coming. There reportedly wasn't a single argument or incident that ended the pair's relationship. Jessica already moved out of her place with Cheyenne, according to TMZ, and has been staying at Mama June's house in Georgia. Mama June Shannon's daughter Jessica and wife Cheyenne McCant split 8 months after TV wedding. Here comes Honey Boo Boo alum. Jessica Chubbs Shannon and wife Shane McCant are no longer together. The reality star confirmed the breakup via Facebook on Tuesday and tagged her ex, calling their split a mutual decision that was best for both of them. Yes, we are still friends, and yes, we are both cordial with each other, but we are no longer in a relationship, Mama June Shannon's 29-year-old daughter wrote. We kindly ask that everyone be respectful during this time, she continued, going on to request that social media users please don't send hate or negativity their way. Jessica concluded, this is already a difficult situation, and mean comments or unnecessary drama won't make it any easier. Stuff just doesn't work out. Stuff happens, she told her followers. There was a lot of stuff with me that I could have fixed. I know what I did was wrong, and that's why it happened. Jessica added, there was hurt. We both cried. It was best just to talk through it. Anger is part of getting over it. We both probably went through anger. We both were sad. Calling McCant 23, nothing but good to her, Jessica confirmed that they have yet to officially file for divorce. She noted, I have nothing bad to say about her. I never have, and I told her I never will. McCant shared a post of her own on Thursday, writing, I left and asked Jessie for a divorce. There's nothing bad to say about Jessie at all. It just became too much for me, and that's okay. Insisting she was not only in it for the money, she explained, things that happened and were said on social media played a big role in our decision. It's what's best for our daughter. Growing up in the public, I just isn't what I want for her. McCant, notably, is raising her niece Harper, and Jessica has shared her plans to keep in touch with the little one. Jessica and McCant started dating in 2022 and got engaged 2 years later, tying the knot in February 2025. In October of that same year, they walked down the aisle again for Mama June Family Crisis, with the wedding footage airing last month's Season 8 finale. While Jessica quipped in her Facebook announcement that most people guessed the relationship was over, her followers denied this. No, most of us cannot tell. We just watched y'all's wedding like 2 weeks ago. One commented, while another pointed out the duo was just posting together a week ago. A third questioned whether the pair were broken up before the wedding episode aired. TMZ was the first to break the news about Jessica and McCant calling it quits. In addition to Jessica, June is the mother of Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, 20, and Lauren Pumpkin Efford, 26. Her eldest child, daughter Anna Chickadee Cardwell, died following a battle with cancer in 2023. She was 29. Jessica Chubbs Shannon and wife Cheyenne split 8 months after TV wedding. As most of y'all can tell, me and Cheyenne are no longer together, Shannon, 29, wrote via Facebook on Tuesday, June 2nd, tagging her now ex in the post. We mutually decided that it was the best decision for both of us. Shannon continued, yes, we are still friends, and yes, we are both cordial with each other, but we are no longer in a relationship. We kindly ask that everyone be respectful during this time. Please don't send hate or negativity to either of us. This is already a difficult situation, and mean comments or unnecessary drama won't make it any easier. Jessica, the daughter of reality star Mama June Shannon and sister of Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, Lauren Pumpkin Shannon, and the late Anna Marie Chickadee Cardwell, legally married McCant, 23, in February 2025. The pair later filmed a second wedding for Mama June Family Crisis in October 2025. The wedding footage aired during the Season 8 finale on May 15. Watch Lauren Pumpkin Shannon and ex-husband hash out custody and more. Jessica and McCant began dating in 2022 and announced their engagement in 2024. TMZ was first to report the news of their split, citing sources who claimed that the couple would soon begin the divorce process. In a follow-up Instagram Live on Tuesday, Jessica opened up about what went wrong in her relationship with McCant. Stuff just doesn't work out. Stuff happens, the elementary school teacher said. There was a lot of stuff with me that I could have fixed. And I take 110% accountability. I know what I did was wrong. And that's why it happened. There was hurt. We both cried. It was best just to talk through it, Jessica admitted. Anger is part of getting over it. We both probably went through anger. We both were sad. Mama June's daughter Pumpkin files for divorce from husband Josh. Jessica reiterated that she remains on good terms with McCann and planned to stay in touch with her ex's niece Harper. Cheyenne was nothing but good to me, she said. I have nothing bad to say about her. I never have, and I told her I never will. Though the pair have split, Jessica confirmed that they have yet to file any divorce paperwork. We're not just gonna wake up and say we're automatically getting a divorce, she explained. Days before the breakup, Jessica took to Instagram to share a photo of herself wearing matching pink onesies with McCann on their wedding day. I think we should get matching onesies, baby, she wrote in the caption.